Hello, my name is Greg Palia. I'm with West Roofing Systems and welcome to another edition of Voidboard Roofing. In today's episode, we're going to talk about roof coating systems and how they're installed on TPO roofs. Maybe you think coating systems, you just power wash the TPO roof, put some coating on it, collect a check, and that's it. And that is not the case at all. That is not the proper way to do business, not the proper way to put it on there per manufacturer specs, etc. So real quick, I'm going to go through how to do that. The first thing you want to do is you want to do a roof survey and a wet insulation removal report. So you want to pull some core samples, see how many roofing systems are there, see if there's wet insulation at all. And why you do this is because if there is wet insulation, that water is going to freeze in the wintertime and create a greater gap when it thaws in the springtime. Creating an opening in your roof system is never good. And if you leave it alone in the summertime, it's going to get super hot because it's trapped and go up through the roof and create bubbles or blisters in your new roof coating system. So either way, wet insulation is not standard, not a good scope of work if it's not included in there. And if it's not included, huge red flag, don't go with that contractor. Second thing is you want to power wash the roof, not just do it willy-nilly. There are certain PSI standards that manufacturers specify. I think it's 2,500. I'm sure each coating manufacturer is different, but 2,500 is what I'm familiar with. But like I said, if someone doesn't specify that pressure amount, it could be a red flag. Third thing is an adhesion test. They'll test out a certain area, put some coating down, try to uplift it, and there's a certain pressure threshold that it has to meet. So again, if that's not included in your scope of work, someone could put coating down, walk off your roof and collect a check, and then the stuff's coming apart, breaking apart, coming up, and you're wondering why. Well, it's because they just put it down there and didn't test the adhesion to make sure it would go down perfectly when it was installed. Fourth thing is seam reinforcement. So they'll put down some tape, put down some coating, a fabric, more coating over top of that, just to reinforce those seams. Seams on a TPO roof have the most stress. When the roof expands and contracts, those seams come apart, come back together. You just need some extra reinforcement to make sure those seams don't blow apart during the weathering events throughout the year. And the last thing is finally applying the coating. You can do it in two different parts. You can do the snake and roll method, which is used when there's a lot of wind or a lot of assets near the roof that you cannot get any overspray coating on there, or just the natural spraying of coating on there. It's definitely faster to do it that way. But there's two methods. Again, you want to make sure that they apply the coating at a certain thickness. If you want a 20-year warranty, usually 30 mils of coating is going down. If you want a 10-year warranty, usually 20 mils of coating is going down. If someone doesn't specify how thick that coating is, you're not sure how long it's going to last. So don't just go with any 2-year warranty, 3-year warranty type thing. Make sure it's, someone's done the testing behind it to make sure that, hey, if you put 20 mils down, it's going to last 10 years. That way you're not stuck with the roof doesn't perform. And you're stuck calling the contractor wondering what the heck's going on. That's it for today. 5 steps how to put a coating system down over a TPO roof. If you want to learn any more of these steps in more detail, there's the link to the blog post in the description. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.